drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Third down here. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And he's gonna go down again. Now the defense gonna use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cunningham to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Check 45, come on. Check 45,
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. They'll go to Barkley again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now Cunningham. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Lawrence Taylor. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
You're set. 19. 56. Got one. I got one. And let's go.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First down and 10
Set.
yards to go.
19. Double. Rush in.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
56. Check 56.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And
that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Back to throw, Watson. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Shifts by him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Check, crunch.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Watson off play action. He is going to find Hill here. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball. almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's Barkley, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Spinning past him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first throw here in overtime. Completes it to Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
Ladies and gentlemen,